So my name's Jeffrey. I started doing renewable energy research when I was 16 years old. I've always believed in the power of science to make the world a better place, and I know at a place like MIT most of you do too. Actually, I'm here today to talk about something that happened halfway through my PhD, trying to build a better solar cell, a brighter LED, actually in our lab right across the street from here. I started to realize that while MIT is fighting climate change with one hand, through grad students like me and my friends, it's feeding it with the other, investing hundreds of millions of dollars in the fossil fuel industry. This is an industry whose business practice is fundamentally incompatible with the science of stopping climate change. An industry that knows that holding back global warming means keeping 2/3 of existing fossil fuel reserves underground, and then goes and spends $700 billion every year looking for more. This is an industry whose disinformation campaigns, whose attacks on science and scientists make even big tobacco look like a lightweight. An industry of companies like ExxonMobil, which after being warned about the dangers of global warming 30 years ago by its own scientists, turned around, covered it up, and bought billboard ads equating those who believe in climate change with terrorists and serial killers. This is an industry that pays lip service to climate change when it suits it, and then funnels hundreds of millions of dollars a year to climate-denying congressmen and to lobbyists who attack renewable energy policy. This is an industry undermining MIT's work, my work, our work. And the only thing that's capable of overcoming the power of the money preventing climate action is the power of a social movement.
That's right.
And so we stand here today to call on MIT to divest. To divest its $13.5 billion endowment from fossil fuel companies. Not only because aligning our money with our mission is morally right, not only because it's scientifically consistent, not only because it's financially prudent, but because it is politically effective. In every campaign, from apartheid to Darfur to tobacco, divestment has worked, and it will work again, because here at MIT, we wield a megaphone to public and political opinion. And with divestment, we shout through it. And with divestment, we loosen the stranglehold of this industry on our leaders, on our politicians, so that we can create breathing room for meaningful climate action, for a price on carbon, for the renewable technologies that we've been working on for so many years. The good news is it's already happening. What started 3 years ago on a couple of college campuses has spread to 500 across the globe. What started as $13 million divested has become $2.6 trillion. And what started as a bunch of tree-hugging hippies has become the most important reframing of climate change politics in 25 years. It goes like this: if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. And right here at MIT, it's working too. Divestment has finally put the climate issue front and center. It's why we're all standing here today, and it's thanks to all of you standing here today. It's thanks to 3,500 petition signatures. It's thanks to open letters from student groups and alumni and faculty. It's thanks to an open letter from Mark Ruffalo and the Rockefeller Brothers Fund and Noam Chomsky and the most famous climate scientists on the planet. Thanks to all of them. But finally, after years of talking and advocating and negotiating, MIT's moment of decision is now. Right now, a few blocks from here, our president and our board gather. And as they meet, we gather here united behind bold, multifaceted MIT climate action. We gather here united to call on our president to divest from fossil fuels, to reinvest in sustainability, and to reinvent MIT's approach to climate action, research and education. As we were reminded a few minutes ago, today is the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi, who once famously said, "In a gentle way, you can shape the world." I'll be the first to admit, as a scientist and engineer, advocacy and activism don't come easily to most of us most of the time. I'm shaking right now.
Doing great.
But as Albert Einstein once put it, those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. And so we act, because 3,000 miles to the west, an army of firefighters goes to war against wildfire. We act because 3,000 miles to the east, Syrian boys get dragged into conflicts catalyzed by years without rain. And we act because it's our science and our futures that are on the line, and because if we don't, who the hell will? When the history books get written about this moment, let them say that when our time came, you and I, we gathered here on a rainy October day, and in our own gentle way, we shook MIT, and we shook the world. Thank you very much.